Hi, welcome to Yin Yoga. This is number 3. Doesn't really matter if you haven't done 1 or 2 first. So Yin Yoga are all floor-based yogas. We talk about the 3 tattvas, the 3 things that are in yoga, and that is a posture, which I will give you with lots of options, held for a length of time. The timing will be 3 minutes, and then you hold it for as long to your edge. And the timing is up to you. I've given 3 minutes, but if you need to do less, then just back off a little bit. So I'll talk about it as we go through. I think the best thing is just to get on with it. So if you get onto your mat, make sure you've got some props with you, because you will need props for some of these postures. So it might be that you've just got a nice cushion you can use. This is a yoga bolster, but you'll notice some sofas, if you take the cushions off a sofa, they're quite nice big. That might be the sort of thing you need. You might have a yoga brick that you can use, but you can just use what you've got around you. A couple of pillows off the bed. Just make sure you've got them near you, because you will probably need them in some of these postures. So to start off with, we're getting to our first pose. I always start with resting pose. So bringing your feet to the ground and roll yourself down, roll your spine down. It might be you want something underneath your head, if you feel your head's overstretching. Your feet are about mat width apart if you've got a mat. You don't have to have a mat for yin. And the knees drop in. And at this point you can experiment with where you want the heels. You want them closer to your bottom, further away from your bottom. And your arms down by your side. So that's our first pose, resting pose. So getting yourself into posture, eyes gently shut. We're going to start off with 3 deep breaths in through our nose and sighing out through the mouth. So take a nice deep breath in through your nose and sigh out through the mouth. And again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Once more, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now allowing your lips to just gently shut. Eyes softly shut. We keep our eyes shut through yin so we can focus more on our bodies, on our sensations in our bodies, be aware of our breath and our body. So inviting you to take your hands and put them on your lower belly. So if your elbows are touching the ground and your hands are on your belly, below your belly button, and without seeking to control the breath, just observing the breath, feeling the breath rise and fall. Breathing in and out. Notice the movement in your belly and observe your breath. Is it calm and smooth? Is the in-breath equal to the out-breath? So without controlling it, just watching it. Then slide your hands up to your lower ribs. And feel your lower ribs as you're breathing in and out. Feel those ribs expanding as you breathe in and condensing as you breathe out. Bring awareness to your ribs touching the ground and feel the movement in the ground as you're breathing in and the ribs press down. Breathing out with less pressure. Now slide your hands up to your breastbone, so that's just below your collarbone. And just feel the movement of your breastbone there as you're breathing in and out. Breath soft and gentle. And slide your hands to wherever's comfortable for you. So it might be that you want them down by your side of your body, wherever you want them. I'll just read a short poem for you. Let go of that which is gone. Let go of that which is lost. Let go of that which is not yet happening. Let go of what has happened in the past, and what will happen in the future exists only in your mind. Release that which is going out and embrace that which is coming in. Leave alone that which has not yet come. Want nothing and embrace everything. Relax into what is and what is will take care of you. Bring awareness to the tip of your nose. Feel the cool breath as you breathe in and the warm breath as you breathe out. If it's comfortable for you, just allowing your breath to rise and fall through your nostrils. Maybe being aware of one nostril, more air going through one nostril than the other. Every 90 minutes we switch which nostril the air predominantly goes through. Just see if you can notice which nostril it's going through. And when the gong goes, mindfully and carefully bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position, and I'll show you the first posture for today's yin. So the soles of your feet come together and you move the heels quite far away from your body. So you've got like a big diamond shape in front of you. This is where you might want to use your bolsters. It might be that you find yourself rolling back a lot, so you might want to put a little cushion underneath your bottom. Sometimes just putting your hands down, tilting your pelvis forward, just gets that nice comfortable position on your hips ready to move forward. So watch first, because you've got lots of choices. So you can stay upright, or it might be with your back straight, come as far forward as you can. And when you've reached as far as you feel you can do with your back straight, you could use your hands to rest your face in, keeping your elbows on your legs. Or it might be that you put a pillow between your belly and your legs. It might be that you've got a big pillow and you rest your forehead on it. If with a straight back you find you come quite far forward, when you've gone as far as you can with a straight back, then we allow the back to curl forward. It might be that your forehead touches your feet, or you can stack your fists, or moving your elbows forward, you can rest your hands wherever you get. So, inviting you to get yourself into position, so get the soles of your feet together and get your nice diamond there. If these legs feel really uncomfortably pulled out to the side, stick a cushion underneath the thigh to the point where you can feel your edge, your 96%. I don't want you to go to 100%, I don't want pain, but I do want you to know you're doing it, the Goldilocks position, not too much, not too little. So it might be that you want to put something under there. I mean, my knees don't come to the ground, but they feel comfortable there. They don't feel overstretched. I feel I'm within my 96%. So getting yourself into position, and then start to bring yourself forward with a straight back, and then allow yourself to curl into your posture. Nothing would be done at all if we waited until we could do it so well that no one could find fault with it. This is your yoga practice. This is your body. So don't be judgmental. Don't be critical of yourself. Just accept where you are today, this moment in time, in this posture. Comparison is the thief of joy. If you compare yourself to others, you'll always find yourself wanting. Even if you compare yourself to yourself, where you were last week, last year, or where you feel you should be, just accept where you are right now and explore that edge, that Goldilocks position. So it is challenging, but not painful. If you get any pain or sharp shooting pains, then just bring yourself out of posture. We're working on our fascia, our connective tissue in Yin Yoga, and our joints, not the muscles. So often when we first get into posture, we find that our muscles get involved in it and lock us in position. And after a few breaths or a few minutes, the muscles relax. So you may find where you start off in posture, your first edge isn't your final edge. You may find that that changes. So with every breath out, allowing yourself to melt. Let the muscles melt around the bones. Let gravity take you as you sink into the posture. Melting, thawing. There are two things that will limit how far we can get into a pose. One is tension and one is compression. Tension is on the outside of the bend, and that could be skin, tendon, muscle, fascia. Over time that can sometimes improve. Compression may be where bone meets bone or flesh meets flesh. So notice where you feel it. Is it tension? Is it compression? So when the gong goes, roll yourself up, put your hands behind your back, puff your chest up, and do little windscreen wipers with your legs. Unravel yourself from that posture. Now if you want to watch, I'll show you the next posture, which is called camel. Camel's quite an intense posture. It's on the back, on the lower back, so make sure you go to a level which is acceptable for you. Don't overdo it. If you watch first, the knees underneath the hips, the hands go on the pelvis, fingers pointing back. So your camel is a back bend, so you need to get length in your spine first. You breathe in, breathe up, and get length. Soften the belly and start to bring the back back. So the thighs stay up straight. It might be that that is your camel, which is absolutely fine. If you get to here and you think, well, actually, I think I've got more in me, tuck under your toes and bring your hands back. Maybe you can touch your heels. It might be that you want a little bit further, so you can flatten your toes, trying to keep the thighs upright. Bring the hands to the feet, and if you like, you can drop the head back. But try to keep those thighs upright, because if you bring the thighs back, you're then losing the bend. So you want to be able to have the bend, drop the head back. And when we come out of this posture, we'll go straight into Balasana, child's pose, which is bottom to heels. You can have your legs together or apart, and you bring your body over. And you can stretch the arms in front or bring the arms to the side. So that's what we'll be going into after camel. So start off on your camel. If you're up, you get onto your knees. Get your hands on your pelvis and find out where your camel is, keeping your eyes shut. So remember to gradually get yourself deeper into posture, but also be kind to yourself. If you've gone too deep into a posture, just bring yourself out of posture. It's said that yin yoga is the nearest to the origins of the asanas, the postures that we recognise in the West as being yoga, because the initial idea of yoga postures was to prepare us for meditation, which involves being in an uncomfortable position for some length of time and not being distracted by the body, being able to focus on meditation, on our thoughts, on our breath. So in many ways, yin yoga is truer to that, as you will be holding postures that are quite uncomfortable. You've already done a minute. We will only do 2 minutes in this, so only 1 more minute. So if you need to back off, or if you feel you'd like to explore this posture deeper, remember your knees are underneath your hips, and trying to keep those thighs upright, like 2 columns of a building. And it's breath into the belly is quite a challenge in this posture, because the belly feels stretched, but see if you can still draw your breath deep into your belly and release out. Soften your eyes, your cheek, your jaw, your tongue. Eyes gently shut. 15 seconds left. So when the gong goes, if you've got your head back, raise your head up. and bring your bottom to your heels, bringing yourself into child's pose. So in child's pose, if you find that your bottom is miles away from getting to your heels and it feels uncomfortable beyond the edge, then you can put a cushion sort of between your knees, between your calves and your thighs to support you there. You can open your knees wide and allow your belly to come down between your knees. You can stretch your arms out in front of you, or you can bring your arms down by your side, parallel to your calves, parallel to your shins. Balasana, child's pose. Bring awareness to the breath in your belly. Notice the movement of the breath in your belly. Notice movement in your ribs. Feel the back of your ribs expanding and condensing with every breath in and out. Listening to your body. Relaxing, releasing muscular effort. Allowing your muscles to melt around your bones and sink into posture. Soften your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw, your tongue. Slow down, calm down. Don't worry, don't hurry. You may notice as you start to slow down that you become aware of your thoughts. Sometimes logical and sensible, sometimes irrational. Allow those thoughts to drift in and out of your awareness. You don't have to control your thoughts, you just have to stop letting them control you. So when a thought comes in, allow it, like a cloud drifting in a blue sky, to drift by to the edge of your awareness. You're exactly where you should be right now, doing exactly what you should do. Nowhere else to go, nothing else to do. When the gong goes, roll yourself up, vertebra by vertebra, ready for the next posture. So the next posture is a squat. Again, there are lots of options within it, so I'll show you the options first. So with the squat, it might be that your heels don't come to the ground. That's fine. You can put something underneath your heels. If you've got some yoga bricks, you might want to put yoga bricks, or you might want to just put a cushion, or you can roll up your mat and you could use your mat. So that's fine. If your feet don't touch the ground, that's fine. Dropping your bottom down. If again you find this is quite difficult, you can lean forward. You can sit on something. If that's your edge, is sitting on something without having that support there, you're going to go beyond your edge. That's what props are for. That's what your supports are for. The elbows go into the knees, the hands come to prayer. The aim is to get the thumbs towards the breastbone and have the body as upright as you can. But don't worry if you're anywhere in between. So get yourself to your squat and get your props or whatever you need. Eyes shut. We will just be doing this for 2 minutes because again it is quite an intense one. So notice now in this fairly intense posture, what's happening with your mind? Where's your mind going? And allow yourself to be drawn back to your breath. Feel the breath as you breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Maybe there's a particular intense part of the posture. Bring your awareness and breathe into that part where you're feeling it most intensely. Breathing in and breathing out. Remembering it should be nourishing, not punishing. So you're not doing pain. If you're feeling pain, you need to come out of posture. Breathing into areas of tightness, breathing out. You've already done 1 minute. Stillness of the body like a majestic mountain, unaffected by the wind and the dramas swirling around it. Clouds come, clouds go, rains melt, snows melt, but the mountain remains, muscles inactive. Stillness of the body, quietening of the breath. Stillness of the breath like a calm mountain lake, breath quiet, unlaboured and gentle, like the surface of a mountain lake, unruffled by wayward breezes, the breath calm, regular and even, slow and deep, natural and unforced. So getting out however ungracefully you need to, you can either tip yourself forward or drop yourself on your bottom. And the next one is a nice one. With knees to chest. So starting off your bottom and roll that spine down, so curve the spine, roll the spine down and just hug your knees into your chest, head down, eyes shut. So it might be that you hold around them, you might hold on to one. It might be that you need to hold behind your thighs, you can't get to the top of your knees, that's fine, just hold behind your thighs, just drawing the legs with the knees bent towards the chest. So lying down and finding which way is best for you, hugging your knees towards your chest. Stillness of the mind, like a deep blue sky. The mind and the breath are like two fish in a pond. When one moves, the other moves. Calm, slow breathing, calm mind. To still the mind, the breast must be calm. To calm the breath, the whole body must be still. Allow whatever arises to just be what it is. Thoughts come, thoughts go. As if lying on the grass and looking up at the blue sky, your thoughts are like the clouds, some big and angry, some small and wispy. Just allow them to drift away to the edge of your awareness. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, and breathe. Feel your breath in your body. Feel your hips and your legs. Feel your arms move. Feel your legs move with every breath. See the furthest point in the body where you feel the breath move you. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. Inhale slow, exhale slower, eyes shut, gaze soft. inviting you to count your breath in for 4 and out for 4. In, 2, 3, 4 and out, 2, 3, 4. And when the gong goes, releasing your legs, straightening them out, maybe having a full body stretch from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. And bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position, and I'll show you options for the next posture, which is called melting heart. So with melting heart, we'll start on our knees. You'll probably want to have your props nearby. So we start on our knees, hip width apart. Walk the hands forward, and then you melt the chest down. So the legs are upright, and as if you're melting your heart, your chest to the ground. So the elbows come down, and you're melting the chest down. Some people can get the whole of the chest on the ground. I'm a bit off that. But this is where your options are. This is where it's nice to have these, because it might be that you think, I want a good support under there. I'm not going to get very far down. So that's going to be my melting heart. But you might find, after you've been there a little while, you want to remove one of them, because you can find you can sink a little bit further. So, if you get yourself into on your knees, walk your hands forward and start to bring your chest down. The elbows will come down, and that's at the point where you think, what would I like to support me underneath? Or it might be that you come down, you can have your chin or your forehead on the ground. Right, so off you go. Melting heart, or puppy dog it's also called. So with Yin Yoga, we are working our fascia, our connective tissue. So the fascia is all over the body. I've heard it described as being like an orange, where you have the outside peel, then you have the pith, then you have each segment has got a covering, and inside each segment the little bit's got a covering. So everything is covered with fascia, with connective tissue. So sometimes the connective tissue can get a bit tight. So with the long held yin postures, we give them a nice stretch of the fascia. And sometimes it can release pain that we've had for a while, or discomfort. So we're also working on the fascia. So remembering to be kind to yourself. If you need to change your posture because you've gone too deep, or you need to add in another bolster, just add in another bolster or back off a little bit. I'm inviting you to imagine your breath starting at your tailbone, and as you breathe in, feel the breath as if it was cascading all the way up the spine, over your head, round your forehead, into your mouth. Press the tongue at the roof of the mouth, and as you breathe out, release the tongue and allow the breath to come down the chest, down the belly to the pubic bone. So again, breathing in as if the breath is starting from the tailbone, breathing in all the way down the spine, the neck, over the head, around the forehead, into the mouth. Press the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Breathing out, chest relax, belly relax, breathing down to the pubic bone. And again, breathing in from your tailbone, all the way up the spine, over the head, over the forehead, the face, into the mouth. Press the tongue. Breathing out, relaxing the belly, chest, all the way down to the pubic bone. Observe your breath. Is it soft and gentle? Has it become ragged? If your breath starts to get jagged or a bit panting, it's a sign you've gone too deep into posture, so just back off a little bit. Your breath is your barometer. It tells you how your body is coping, tells you how your mind's coping. So tuning into that breath. And so when the gong goes, rolling yourself up. Maybe a couple of cat-cows, either seated cat-cows, so you're curling backwards and forwards, or maybe come onto your hands and knees and do a couple of cat-cows. And ready for the next posture, which is Happy Baby. So I shall give you options for Happy Baby. So Happy Baby is pretty much what it sounds like. So a full Happy Baby, you'd be lying on your back, and as if your feet were making footprints on the ceiling, getting hold on the outside of your feet, and you're drawing the knees down. So the feet are as if they were planted on the ground, heads down, and you draw yourself down. That's a full Happy Baby, but there are lots of choices between this. You can do a single leg Happy Baby, and it might be that you hold on behind the thigh, or hold on to the calf or the ankle, but make sure it's as if that foot's planting. So you're not like this, it's like that. So it might be that's what you do, and you can do that with one leg at a time. I'll tell you halfway through, or you can do it with both legs, holding onto the back of the thighs, hold on to the legs, and hold onto your toes. So that's your Happy Baby. So if you roll onto your back and explore where you'd like to do your Happy Baby today. And I will tell you when it's halfway, so if you're doing one leg, you can swap over and do the other leg. So inviting you in this breath to breathe in for 4, and notice the pause before you breathe out for 4. And notice the pause before you breathe in for 4. And when you feel you've got that rhythm of the breath, equal in, equal out, stop counting the breath in and out, and starting from 7, with every breath out being 1, count yourself down to 0. Let your breath untie the knots in your body and mind. If you feel any point of tension in your body, breathe into that point, and as you breathe out, release the tension. Remember, be kind to yourself. If you've gone too deep, adjust the posture. You're over halfway through now if you need to swap legs. And maybe noticing one side of the body to the other, even if you've got both feet up. Exploring physical sensations you're feeling within the posture, your edge, the point where you've got to your 96%, your Goldilocks. Your breath, your body, your mind are all intertwined. If you calm the breath, you can calm the mind and calm the body. All it takes is practice. Release. Wiggle your legs from side to side, or do whatever it feels you need to do to undo them from that posture. And then when you're ready, if you come to seated, and I'll show you the next one. The next one is frog, half frog. So if you have your legs out straight, and then if you just watch first, tip over to the right, bend that knee under, and then sit back down. So the foot is on the outside of the thigh. I can fully see my foot and my lower leg. Now this is where you might need a bolster, because if you find that you're really not, you're falling right over, you can't get that leg down, you could sit on a brick until you feel comfortable. Or maybe that knee's feeling overbent. The more you sit up, the more bend you'll take out of the knee. So it might be that you actually want to sit up quite high because that knee doesn't like being bent. That's absolutely fine. That's fine. So you get, if you want to, make sure you've got your bolsters, whatever you want with you. And then your options from here are, you can stay like this, or put your hand each side of the calf in front of you. If you've got a mat, this kind of works because they're called sticky mats because they are sticky. Your hands hold on to it. You can then draw yourself forward. So we come forward with a straight back, and it's wherever you come to. Now again, it might be that you decide you'd like to put a bolster in there because that's holding you at your 96%. And if you haven't got the bolster there, you've got danger of going too far into posture. Or it might be that you walk down a bit further, you might be able to get hold of your foot, you might be able to get hold of your wrist at the other side of your foot. Doesn't matter, it's your yoga. So you can do a straight forward fold. If you like, I'll be giving you some timing throughout it. You could add in a twist. So the forearm comes down to the calf, holds onto the foot, lift this left shoulder up, really open up the chest, and the hand can go on the waist, the hand can come behind you towards the thigh, or you can lift this arm, lifting up out of the waist, and it might be you dangle over your head, or you come towards your toe. So lots of options. So to start off with, get your legs right, get yourself supported if you need the support for your knee or because you're feeling a bit unbalanced. And then you can stay sitting up, or you might choose to start bringing yourself forward. So inviting you now to breathe in and out through the nose, but breathing in for the count of 4. And this time making the breath out longer, the count of 6. So breathing in for 4, in, 2, 3, 4, and breathing out for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When we elongate our out breath, we stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest. So yin yoga is the moon, the slower, the darker side, the yin yang symbol, the black and white, like two fish curled around each other. There's a dot of white in the black and a dot of black in the white. And it's not about being one or the other, it's about having balance. So if you have a very yang lifestyle, if you're rushing around a lot, a yin yoga practice is something good to put into your week, just to give you a bit of time when you slow down and just allow yourself to be where you are. A minute left. But yin and yang is quite comparative. A walk is yin compared to a run, but a walk is yang compared to lying down. So in Chinese medicine, yin organs are the organs that are deep inside our body. And with acupuncture and acupressure, they're connected by the meridians, the nadis, the flow of chi, of energy, of prana, which is in the Chinese medicine and the traditional Indian medicine. By using these postures, we're stretching these meridians, these lines, and allowing a better flow of the energy. So if you've ever had acupuncture or acupressure, this is allowing those lines of energy, any stagnation, to be released. So when the gong goes, tip yourself over, bring yourself out if you've got a deep bend in, tip yourself over, put your hand under your thigh, lift it round, give it a little bit of a wiggle. And now obviously we're going to do the other side. So this time, being very aware that one side might need more support than the other side or less support. So embrace each side as being a new and different thing. Tipping over, this time bring your right leg behind you, making sure you can see your foot. And then deciding whether you need to have bolsters underneath you or bolsters underneath your tummy. So getting your legs into position, getting the groundwork done. Then explore where you're going to go on this side. Comparison is the thief of joy. Try not to compare even one side to the other. Eyes gently shut. This is your yoga practice. Explore your body. How does your body feel in this posture? What's your mind doing? Is your mind starting to chatter? The chattering monkey. Allow those thoughts to come and go. We cannot control our thoughts, but we can stop them from controlling us. So let those thoughts come in and let them go away. Focus on your body in this posture, lengthening and softening. Let gravity have you as you sink deeper into the posture. Noticing each moment is different, each side is different. Have no expectations of them being the same. Where are you feeling the stretch? Surrendering to the pose, allowing your bones to soften, muscles melting around them. Developing an attitude of attentive kindness to yourself. Notice how you're feeling physically in this posture. Explore your edge. Breathe into any tightness. Bring your breath right into the point of tightness and breathe out and release. Soften your eyes, soften your cheek, soften your jaw, soften your tongue. Being compassionate to yourself. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. Yoga is not a competitive sport. Explore the sensations in this posture. Notice your thoughts. Notice your emotions. Emotions are visitors. Allow them to enter the house and escort them out. Finding your appropriate edge. Now when the gong goes, tip yourself up, release that leg, lift out of posture, give it a little wiggle. Give yourself a twist and a shake, whatever you feel you need to do. Now the next posture is called full frog. I can't really do a full frog. You know how some people can just, you know how dogs lie with their legs dropped out, like frogs do as well. So what we can do is we can build up to it. So we can do a wide-legged child's pose. So feet are together, but legs are out wide. Then we come forward. So it might be that that's where you come to, or it might be that you can bring your calves so they're parallel to the mat. It might be you can slide that leg out further, those legs out further, so that you're coming down onto your front. It's quite a stretch on the inner thighs. This is where our props are useful. You might keep your toes together. And that might be, think, oh, that's lovely, maybe I can put my feet out, but yeah, no, I'm going to stay there. So find out where you want, explore this one, gradually move yourself. Don't go diving, unless you know you can do it, don't go diving straight into a full frog. Start off from knees wide, toes together, coming forward, and then maybe putting the calves, the shins parallel with the mat, maybe sinking those legs out a bit wider as you come down into your frog. So get yourself into position. And find your frog. So sometimes when we're in quite intense postures, our mind really does start shouting at us. One of my favourite phrases is, I may look calm, but inside my head I've tried to kill you about 5 times. I think frog pose is one of those ones when you start dipping into it, but make sure you don't go too far. Use your props to allow yourself to get to your 96%, but safely. Always make sure you're safe in posture. Draw that awareness to the breath. What's your breath doing now? Maybe this is a comfortable posture for you and it's smooth and soft and even. Maybe it's too challenging and you're getting a little bit gaspy. Back off a little bit. Your barometer is your breath. So listen to your breath. How does your breath feel? So coming to an appropriate edge, which non-aggressively and sensitively, allowing your breath to remain slow and unlaboured. Your body is different moment from moment. If you find when you're in posture, you feel something needs a particular itch or a scratch or something drawing your attention, before you act on it, draw your breath, draw your awareness to that area and breathe a few times into that area. If then you do definitely need to give it an itch, then give it an itch, but do so mindfully and thoughtfully, not reactively. So embrace the intensity of this feeling and breathing into the intense part of your stretch and breathing out and release. We all hold our emotions in different places, our tension. Often people have tense necks, lower backs. Some people keep their tension in their groin. So this pose may be that it releases some emotion. Sometimes when we stretch, it releases emotion. So don't be alarmed if suddenly an emotion comes up. Just accept it. If you wish to invite the emotion in, invite it in. If not, escort the emotion away. Watch it bubble up. Emotions, you'll see them come up from inside of you, and watch it pop up and watch it float away. There is no dignified way to come out of frog. So when the gong goes, in whatever undignified fashion you wish to, get yourself out of your frog. And you probably want to hug your knees together and give them a little bit of a wiggle. Right, so when you're ready, if you bring yourself to a comfortable seated position, I'll show you the next one. The next one's dragon. There are lots of choices in dragon. So again, have your props nearby you. Easiest way to start off in dragon is on your knees and just watch first. Take your right foot forward. So the first thing is your knee. If that knee feels uncomfortable, you could put it on a cushion, or you could fold up your mat and rest it on the mat. This leg, if you find that you're feeling quite unbalanced, it might be you've got your feet too close together. So you just bring the foot out towards the edge of the mat and it'll just make you feel more stable. So that's your first option. So you can stay like this. You can put your hands on your thighs. So this is where we start to deepen it. So find, if you watch first, and then you'll work out where you want to get to. So we just sink down into the pelvis. So we're just sinking down. So at this point, we might want to put our hands down. We might not reach the ground, in which case we can use a prop to put our hands down. So we're still getting more depth, but we've got the security of the bolster. It might be that you get your hands down. Maybe you can get one elbow down. Maybe you can get 2 elbows down. You'll notice each time I go down, my back leg has to step back a little bit because I'm sinking down. And from here, you can put a twist in. You can put your right hand onto your right knee, and then you look up. So you're getting a twist. You can bend that back leg, and you can get hold of it with the same hand and bring the foot towards the bottom. Or you can get hold of your trousers and just give it a little bit of a tug if you can't quite reach your foot, but you feel you can do some movement there. Or you can use the opposite hand, opposite foot, and bring the heel towards the bottom. When we come out of dragon, we lift up and step into a down dog. So getting into your first dragon, so it's right foot forward. So exploring where you want to go with this dragon. So sinking down into your pelvis. Been going for half a minute. So maybe you find you've got your edge already, in which case just stay there. Dragon is one that I often find I go too deep into quickly. There is nothing wrong with going deep into a posture, then realising you've gone too deep and backing off a little bit. So explore where you want to go. Remember your options. You can have your hands down. You can go down onto one elbow, both elbows. You can put a twist in. Eyes soft, gently shut. Watching your breath. Without judgment, without controlling it, just watch your breath. Watch the pauses between each breath, embracing any intensity that you're feeling in this posture. Yin Yoga is a practice that teaches us to relax and accept ourselves just the way we are. This is your yoga, this is your practice. Draw your attention to whatever you're feeling at the moment. Where are you feeling the stretch? Is there a strong thought popped into your head? Let it go. A strong emotion arise. Let it go. Bring your awareness to your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. You've only got a minute left now, so if you want to go deeper, or if you feel you've gone too deep and you need to back off, listening to your body, honouring its wisdom. It's wiser than you. We just don't often listen to our bodies. Accepting wherever you've got to without judgment, and exploring how you feel. Being aware of your breath. 20 seconds left to go. And lift yourself up into your down dog. Walk your dog. Wiggle your hips. Take your dog for a run. Notice the sensations of release coming out of that posture. It can be quite an intense posture, and sometimes the release feeling is interesting to explore as the posture itself. So notice how your posture feels out of posture. And now swinging your left leg through. So now you should have your left leg forward. So one side is different from the other. So have your props ready in case you need them. So eyes gently shut. And off we go. So maybe just keeping your hands on your thighs and staying there. Soften your eyes, soften your cheeks, your jaw, your tongue resting on the roof of the mouth. Bring your awareness to your nose. Feel the cool air as you breathe in. How far down your throat can you feel the cool air? Feel the warm air as it comes out. Can you feel it tickling over your upper lip? Feel the air moving in and out of your nostrils. Eyes gently shut. Motionless, experience your whole body breathing. Ride your breath. Allow any distractions to drift into the background and focusing back on your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Surrender to the pull of gravity. Feeling a little bit more with every breath out, sinking into posture. Notice any changes that occur behind the skin and bones. Feel into the sensations arising. Linger with any thoughts, feelings or sensations. Welcome them all. Notice what is unfurling for you. 1 minute left. Observe the quality of your stillness. Pause to receive. Observe the difference between this side and your other side. Let go of feeling you need to be anywhere else. Half a minute left, so if you want to explore perhaps a more intense part or you want to back off, finding that Goldilocks position. Not a competitive sport. It's your body, it's your yoga, exploring the physical sensations, the emotional range, the thoughts that arise. And when the gong goes, step yourself into your down dog, walk your dog, wiggle your hips, do whatever you feel you need to get out of that. Notice the sensation. Now you're out of the posture. And bring yourself to a comfortable seated position. We're coming down to the last few postures. So if it's cold, you might want to put some socks on, or you might want to get a blanket. And I'll show you the twist, or I'll offer you a twist. You can do a simple twist if you like, or I can offer you another one. So again, we get ourselves down, not with a flop, but with a roll of the spine. That allows the spine to lengthen. So you can just bring your knees towards your chest and drop your knees over. Make sure you keep your shoulders on the ground and you can stretch your arms out. Or if you take your right knee, your left knee, so your left ankle is on top of your right knee, and then you drop it over. You notice the foot ends out flat on the floor. There's a iliotibial band, a big band here. This gives it a nice stretch, and then you can sort of bring that foot further towards you with your hand if you want. It's up to you, or you can just do a simple twist. So getting onto your back, getting yourself comfortable and warm, or whatever you feel you need to do as we slow down even more. So bring awareness to your ears, to your sense of hearing, and explore the furthest away sound you can find. Without giving it story or name, explore from sound to sound, coming closer and closer to you, exploring the sounds inside the room you're in. Then explore the sounds inside your own body. Listen to your breath as you breathe in and breathe out. Some people can hear their heartbeats. Maybe you hear your tummy gurgling, or the sound as you swallow your saliva. And allow your awareness to come to your eyes, even with your eyes shut. Become aware of your vision, and you will see maybe black and white, maybe colours, maybe shapes you recognise. Sit back, relax and enjoy the movie show your eyes have prepared for you. Drawing your awareness to your nose. Can you notice any smells, or maybe just an absence of smell? Awareness of your nose, of the breath, cool as you draw it in. Maybe you can recognise some smells, but don't try to give them a name. Just awareness of your nose, awareness of smell. Draw your awareness into your mouth, your tongue resting in your mouth. The moisture, taste, the texture in your mouth. Draw your awareness into your mouth. Become aware of your skin exposed to the air, perhaps slightly cooler. Your skin covered by your clothing, by blankets, the points of tension, the different textures of the clothing. Awareness of your skin, the whole of your skin. As you breathe in, draw your knees towards the centre and drop your knees over towards the left. So you can repeat the same twist or a slightly different twist, whatever you'd like to do. Take a long, slow, deep breath in and pause, and then breathe out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Once more, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Allowing your lips to gently touch. Bring the awareness to the top of your head. Sense or imagine a feeling of relaxation beginning to spread down from the top of your scalp. Let the muscles in your forehead and temples relax. Allow your eyes to relax. Let your cheeks and jaws soften. Let go of all tension. This peaceful feeling flows down your neck and deep into the muscles of your shoulders, soothing them, releasing them. Allow this peaceful feeling to flow through your arms, relaxing and soothing all the way to the tips of your fingers. As your body relaxes, your mind relaxes. Thoughts weightless, like wisps of cloud on a breeze. This peaceful sensation flows through your chest, your tummy, feeling your tummy gently rise and fall as you breathe, slow and deep. Soothing and relaxing. Turn your attention to your back and feel this relaxing sensation flowing all the way down your spine. Now the peaceful feeling flows through your lower body, relaxing your bottom, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your shins, your ankles, your feet, your toes. Your entire body is soft, calm, and relax. Gently bringing yourself to Shavasana, to lying on your back, comfortable position. If you need a prop underneath your knees, that helps your lower back, or you can adopt the resting pose we did at the beginning. Arms down by your side, palms facing up. I'm going to take you through a guided meditation. I'll say different parts of your body. As I say them, repeat it inside your head and bring your awareness, focus your awareness on that part of your body. I will be going quite fast, so if you zone out, it's fine. Just pick up the next time you hear my voice. Right thumb, right index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Palm of the right hand, back of the right hand, right wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, right armpit, right waist, right hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the right foot, top of the right foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, left thumb, left index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm of the left hand, back of the left hand, left wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, left armpit, left waist, hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the left foot, top of the left foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, scalp, forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, right nostril, left nostril, upper lip, lower lip, chin, neck, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, upper tummy, lower tummy, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, right buttock, left buttock, whole of the right leg, whole of the right leg, whole of the left leg, whole of the left leg, both legs together, both legs together, whole of the right arm, whole of the right arm, whole of the left arm, whole of the left arm, both arms together, both arms together, front of torso, back of torso, front and back together, front and back together, whole of the head, whole of the head, your whole body, your whole body, your whole body. I'll name different objects. As I say them, develop an image of them on all levels, feeling, awareness and motion as best you can, moving from image to image. Burning candle, Egyptian desert, torrential rain, snow-capped mountains, Greek temple at sunrise, birds flying across a sunset, red clouds drifting by, stars at night, full moon, wind from the sea, waves breaking on a deserted beach, waves breaking on a deserted beach. Become aware of your breath. Become aware of your body resting on the ground, the points of contact with the ground. Feel yourself supported by the ground. Imagine yourself lying on the ground. Imagine yourself in the room. Bring awareness to your fingers and your toes. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Rotate your wrists, your ankles. Take a big breath. Draw your arms up over your head. Stretch from the tips of your fingers to your tips of your toes. As you breathe out, hug your knees in. A little rock from side to side. Maybe hands on knees, circles in one direction, circles in the other direction. And then allow yourself to fall over onto your right hand side and take a moment to congratulate yourself for taking time to nurture body, heart and soul with the practice of yoga. And using your hands, bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Gently opening your eyes. In the tradition of yoga, we say goodbye by saying namaste. So I say to you, namaste. Thank you for joining me.